Hi, this is Payne, and for the last week we read a book called Refugee and did a lot of research about refugee. So I found the news that America now decreased the speed to embrace a refugee, and I also found a picture which a refugee held a sign and banged outside the U.S. Supreme Court. Also, I found a video in 2018 told about the Mexico immigrants trying to reach the border of the United States. Some immigrants used the raft to come across the border and seek for a refugee camp. 5,000 refugees were trying to escape their own country because the president said there is no tolerance for any aggressive action. It's just like the same story happening in the refugee, right? Isabel had to leave her hometown because the poverty and the same situation contemporary refugees met. They were not welcome to come to America to find a place which is safe. In the context, the only dry feet allowed to come to refugee camp, the wet feet will sent to jail. The Isabel's story what happens in the 1994, but now it's 2019. The same situation happens again and again, which moved me a lot in the video is that there were no space for the refugee to sleep. They only can sleep on the floor as well as a little baby. Just imagine that who will be willing to let the young children have the risk to walk a long way, maybe attacked by others? That is because of them have to leave the dangerous place. Also, it made me think of the plot what is Isabel's mother gave her sister's birth on the shore. What a shame. It is almost happening during the same place. It is not a literature book. It's almost like a documentary about the refugee. The children were innocent. What Joseph said, he did not want to leave. Germany was his home. Where would he go? How would he live? But the power made him leave his hometown because of he is a Jewish. In the American media, they always tell the story from the dominance, the government, the presidents, but nearly did not mention about the refugees they're conscious about, their emotions and their thoughts. But for the refugees book, at the beginning of the chapter, I thought I can't breathe because Joseph was so nervous that he pissed. It seems impossible for the 11 boy, but I truly felt how scared he was. In the refugee, the perspective were many from the stray kids and how hard they have to leave their home to seek the safety place to stay. I believe that the kids are the purest thing in the world. If people who read about the book, they will finally knew how hard situation they were underscore, and finally they will try to embrace them. So the book is like the real documentary for the refugee. So what surprised me a lot is that the third story who accept the main character to stay was the first story's character's sister. If the war never ends, there were more and more stories like refugee. So I also want to share out a news I recently read about is that the refugee kids created the toy by their own, and it is incredibly beautiful. The kids are innocent even under such hopeless situation. They try to create the beautiful things by their own. So let's stop the war and do not happen the story like refugee said again. So let us spend some time to change the perspective when we consider about something. So also just be peace and love, and thanks for watching.